So in our last critique for this module, I want to focus in on an image that I think is pretty unique among the ones that have been submitted for this assignment. The photographer has gone ahead and made some adjustments in Photoshop that I think give the image a very distinct look. Now, some people may argue that this image looks unreal or unnatural, and certainly that's a valid argument. However, I also think what the photographer has done in this image really supports what he is trying to convey or communicate with the photograph. The image itself is titled Cannonball, and sort of that cold splash of water that comes bursting out when something is thrown into water, and I'm assuming that this is either someone doing a cannonball or a cannonball is being thrown into the water here. That blue, that high contrast, kind of gives it the image that sort of slap in the face that having a bunch of water splashed on you would do. So I think this photographer did a great job of conveying that mood and that feeling of something being tossed into water and being splashed onto someone. What I particularly love in this image is these beautiful lines of splashed water that are captured in a bit of an exploding blur at the edge of the frame. I think it really adds to the overall effect of this image. I think our second image here is interpreted a little bit more of a traditional manner. A fast shutter speed freezes up each one of these little droplets of water. This absolutely is a good technical execution of freezing up of action. Again, it's kind of capturing a moment that is a continuous moment that our eye normally wouldn't see as frozen. So I think this photographer has really effectively mastered the art of freezing up movement in a photograph. If this was my image, what I would do in here is I think I'd go in and really do a significant crop here, and perhaps I would do something like this. Actually, let me flip-flop that. Maybe something like this, focusing in on just this little area of water down here along with this dark spot in the center of the frame. I think when we go ahead and crop that, so it looks like something like that, I think this becomes a really interesting shot. It's almost like an eyeball is winking at the viewer. I mean, clearly the viewer can see that this is water being splashed, but it's almost like there's sort of a deeper message or a deeper meaning that's kind of hidden behind this splash. And I think I really like that about this image. So I think just by eliminating some of those distracting elements of the pool and the fence and the grass in the background, I think we can take this from, you know, an ordinary shot to a pretty compelling shot that definitely has sort of a sense of mystery that I think actually works in perfect alignment with the previous image that I had shown that had these exploding contrails of water going out from where the cannonball hit the pool. So again, good example of a frozen movement, and just a little bit of a crop is really going to make a difference in this image.